Okay, fellow Toastmasters and the guests. A few years ago, my son came home from school and said, "Mom, I had archery today. And guess what? I had a bullseye." I'm like, "Wow, that's good. That's great news." But to myself, I thought, if he can do, probably anybody can do. It's easy, you know, just get a bow, aim, release, bullseye. Well, one day, it happened like 2 years ago. I was walking by the archery range. I'm like, that would be really neat to try and just like show everybody that it's easy. So I walk in and I ask the guy, I want to take archery classes. Is that possible? He's like, when do you want to start? I'm like, anytime. He's like, I have 1 hour. Do you want to do that now? I'm like, great. So the first rule what he told me, when you're at archery range, there's a line where you stand and aim to the target. You are not allowed to cross that line before anybody is done with the shooting and announces clear. So then you can go and collect your arrows. I'm like, okay, that's easy. Next thing, he asked, are you right-handed, left-handed? Right-handed. I write with my right hand. I do everything with my right hand. He's like, let's check. I'm like, oh. You know, he doesn't really believe me, but I'm right-handed. He's like, let's do the one test. See that target there, make the diamond, and look at the target. Close your right eye. Can you see the target? Yes, I can see the target. Okay, close your left eye. Left eye. Can you see the target? No. So that means I am right-handed. He's like, no, you're left-handed. Because when you close your left eye, the subject moves. So, and of course and that means you have to close your right eye, and then the subject will be straight, and it's not going to move. So when you look through the things, I'm like, good, okay, I'm ready. Can I buy the bow? He's like, oh no, not yet. We have to wait. We have to know how strong you can pull, how long the limbs has to be. I'm like, okay. So a month goes by, but by the time I got the arm guard, this is to protect my arm, and I release the string because like I had a tendency to bend it, and it was like just hitting my here, and it was really ugly. And then next one is a finger tap. This is when you pull the string. You don't hurt your fingers, of course. And this one is a quiver, where you keep your arrows. Those are the first things what I get. Next thing, he's like, okay, now you're ready for your bow. So I get my new bow. I'm so excited. I'm like, okay, this is perfect. Now I'm ready, you know, just to go and do the bullseye non-stop. Well, it didn't work that way. My arrows go this way, up and down. I'm like, you know, I think maybe I'm not left-handed. Maybe I'm still right-handed. No, you are doing fine. I'm like, okay. But why my arrows are flying all over? He's like, you know, I think you are ready for to use the new tool, the sight. So we put the sight here. And then you can see the target through this thing, and you'll do much better with this. I'm like, cool. So I'm doing my archery, but what happens? All arrows goes not to my target, but to the next target. Something's wrong. He's like, no, everything's good. Look at your group. It's in one spot. But I'm like, it's not in my target. It's in the next target. He's like, that's okay. We will arrange. So he does fix this thing. I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm working with this, and I'm like, but still my arrows are now going up and down. He's like, oh, because you need a stabilizer. Oh, okay, I need a stabilizer. So I get the stabilizer, and actually stabilizers helps with the two things. It keeps your bow, when you aim, it keeps your bow straighter, and when you release string, then the bow is not moving up and down, so the arrows will go straight to the target. Well, okay, yeah, it works really well, but sometimes, you know, those arrows don't really go where I want them to go. I'm like, looking at his arrows because I didn't have mine. I'm like, you know, I think your arrows are really bad, but see, like some spots are broken, and I think that's why I don't get all the bulleyes all the time. He's like, okay, let's get the arrows for you. So to get the arrows, you have to measure how long they have to be. So this is my size of the arrows. If they are too short, of course, that can be really bad. It can fall down and hurt somebody or something. And if it's too long, it's just too long and it's not working as well. So now I'm ready to do my archery. So I get my bow, my sight, and my stabilizer. I get in my position. One leg is over the line, other one is on this side of the line. Get my body in the right position. Look at the target. Get my bow ready. So I raise my bow. Look at the target. Get in a position. Your muscles, back muscles has to work. Everything has to work. Now I have a bullseye. So I have to release. Of course, it went straight to the bullseye this time. So if you think, you know, really, if you can do better and not practice, it's really wrong. Because I hope maybe in a year, next time when I do my speech about archery, I can use the apple and on a volunteer. And one of my 12 arrows will hit the apple, not the volunteer.